guys. I hope you can hear me pretty well. Chat. Anyone? Our Forgefuend. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Let me just quickly switch. So, thank you guys. Thanks for your support. And yeah, let's do this. So this miniature, we assembled it on one of the previous stream. Pretty nice, easy and a lot of fun to assemble it. And interesting from the painting perspective as well. So yeah, the whole actually painting process will be on the channel as well. Don't worry about that. So just join if you is not going to miss anything, as like other 7+ free tutorials every week. So yeah, I do only free tutorials. You can just quickly check on my channel. So the solution, I painted it just for you guys who joined it. I started with airbrush. So yeah, like if somebody deep in the hobby and don't have airbrush, I strongly recommend to have it. Even like cheap one is a good investment. And yeah, so I just highlighted this part, and then I apply with an airbrush but used contrast, so magic blue color. It's absolutely nice. This one, and it's transparent and apply absolutely great. So yeah, easily to get this cool shading effect. Yeah, that's because this for sure is going to be part of Thousand Suns armies and one of like this. And like my Thousand Sun sorcerers I did as well using this color, and yeah, that's why I just decided to use this color. Any questions, guys? Feel free, share in the chat. Let's discuss about any topics that is interesting for you around this one. Let me just quickly fix. Yeah, the metallic colors, they destroy the brush, and I need to clean up it more often. That's important. And maybe like even wash with my brush like this. Yeah, I think like I saw this brand in many art stores. So let's just quickly wash good. painting the trims. Actually, one of the point we can use like a regular gold, but it apply probably in couple layers. And I just took my lovely glitter and loot, but that's contrast or speed paint, but de facto contrast the same. And the main issue that's you need to be careful. It's a liquid because it's contrast, but that's apply absolutely perfect with the one layer over even black black through face, like black primer. Yeah, you see what is happening with my brush. I took synthetic one to not risky with Kalinsky. Good, and there are a lot of streams we need to cover. Good. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for your support, and don't forget to subscribe, guys. You can easily check the content I do. It's only reels, up to 7 plus free tutorials every week. I do only free. I have Patreon, but that's just to support the channel. All content I do, it's just free. So at least support with the following my channel. Absolutely appreciate from my side. Good. Right, so thanks for the tutorial. I'm going to paint my first assembly miniature this week, so we'll definitely use you here. Thanks, I appreciate it. You can join probably because the chatting is easier in Instagram or TikTok, so feel free to share your first result. I'm happy to see that you're sharing with me, many guys sharing some first experience, and that's exciting and motivate me to continue support this channel with the new tutorials, new content. So I really happy. That's absolutely cool hobby, very relaxing hobby, and that's something about like that's like yoga for me. So amazing. So good luck with your miniature. And what miniature are you going to paint? I think to start on Southern Sun Army myself this year. Any tips on brush control to get through? Like I did many with the Southern Sun. So just subscribe to my channel and just check in the previous video. Somewhere in beginning, I just painted Sorcerer with the contrast. That's easy and pretty nice effect. And last week I just shared the video how to paint actually the Southern Suns pretty fast. And yeah, the main idea actually you need to start with the gold priming, so you don't need to like paint blue or just primer in blue and then just paint all of the stream as I do it right now. So my definitely big recommendation, if you just collecting this army, start with the gold primer in. So just to buy the gold, if you don't have airbrush, just buy the gold in a can and spray it on your whole miniature. Then you can just apply the blue color within of the recessions. Pretty easy. So yeah, I think that's great. That's great. Good luck with this. I love this army, especially painting these miniatures. Thousand sounds. So yeah. So yeah, I assume like Saturday I just posted the video exactly how simply paint a lot. And yeah, you don't need like tons of the time because you don't need to focus on all of the streams. They have tons of streams, yeah. And I tested it like in different ways. So yeah, the solution I shared probably the simplest one for such specific armors. Good. Thanks guys for joining. Happy to see you all today. So we just painting the great Forgefuend for the Southern Suns. Yeah, all of the tutorial will be on the channel. Don't worry about that. And happy to have a great stream with you guys. discuss maybe some topics. Absolutely share all your questions you have. Don't be shame. Oh, that looks nice. I love this like transformation of Thousand Suns. Cool. Okay, you see my brush, that's awful. I need like, yeah, about the like brush control, you always need some position, so you need to somehow around some maybe fingers and doing with a small like how to say, lines. Okay, so let's just quickly clean up. I have an airbrush. Would you still recommend a good primer? So with airbrush you can use any like the tons of primers, like let me show you. So they're like from Vallejo I used, but it finished from Greenstone World. The matte looks cool. Primer from Army Painter. The main point, I really recommend you, if you have airbrush, after the black primer, you definitely need primer, because like primer has another consistency, and it keep like it more matte and keep good the paint over it. So black primer for sure. Then zenithal primer, like this, like this. So you just keep it like this on the top, and just like priming with the primer. So because you need like to keep some black part here probably for miniatures, and just to walk through the miniatures on the top. And I very recommend you use this glitter and loot. That's like speed paint, it de facto contrasted liquid. That's absolutely top, my favorite gold for airbrush. So you can just apply without any thinning, just from the bottle. That's one of the best paint probably on the market. Gold, this glitter and loot. Absolutely nice, shining and easy to use, and I often use it exactly with airbrush instead of different like specifically for airbrush. I have like this, for example, gold, but I don't like this so much as this one. So glitter and loot speed paint for airbrush, especially for Thousand Suns, for like just a basing coating, that's top. That's I strongly recommend to use, and that's save tons of the time, give you a great result. But pay attention about like diluting. I have a video about diluting, what is the ratio should be, and the same like I just sharing in a video with the painting of Southern Sounds Marines. So yeah, dilute, and then you have cool coverage of the paint within of the trims with just one layer, and it will be very flat without any artifacts. So yeah, good luck to you. That's definitely exciting and great journey. Share your result later on Instagram or TikTok direct messages. Good. Thinking original from that actually very universal, right? Like is that's a house, and as all house, it's like ultramarines from the channels. So yeah, you can apply it even like on the box. You can just check that they recommend for any fraction. It could be like Chaos Marines, it could be Iron Warriors, it could be World Eaters, and I'm doing it for Thousand Suns. So yeah, this miniatures. I just integrated the magnet, and yeah, I did the video. I just drill with my Bosch drill, because yeah, the magnet is big enough, and yeah, but it keep very well. So yeah, that's keep absolutely cool. That was 6mm magnet, too big to be honest. But yeah, I used just normal drill bit from my brush tools. Yeah, I love this army. Absolutely cool, especially from the painting perspective. Yeah. Okay, I just move it like this. Okay, continue. Let me zoom in a bit. You guys, so I hope you don't forget to subscribe. Just quickly check what content I do. And yeah, my main like message I doing only free tutorials on my channel, 70 tutorials every week. So I think that this channel should be somewhere in your subscriptions. But yeah, my brush completely. That's seen as a trim monster. Yeah, that's true. A lot of trims. And yeah, but it is anyway like easier and simpler to paint the trim instead of like painting all of those like places, because they are small, many like places, and it might be a bit difficult to reach some place out and apply blue color side of it. So like for space, for Thousand Suns, Rubric Marines, that's working solution. For this guy, like painting trims is better. So we're just gently touching, and you can see that. Oh, I just okay, it was like a bit wet brush. I just remove this mistake from my side. Good. Okay, so let's continue. Let's probably continue here. I just need to finish the hat already, right? So yeah, thank you for your likes, guys, and don't forget to subscribe. That's super important for me. That's motivate me to spend more money and do more content. So yeah, I have already scheduled around 20 videos for upcoming weeks, so you will get it no matter like what mood I will have. So you will always have content every week, even like on holidays, you remember. Yeah, that's like very gently touching because it's very liquid, but cover absolutely perfect on top on any surface. Okay, how much was set you back these days? So it costed like, as I remember, 60 or 70 euro. Okay, I see that some metallic paint just dried inside and just destroyed the tip of my brush. We need to clean up this all, but let's just finish this big part so we don't need to paint some like very small detail parts, so we can just continue with this one a bit. But yeah, contrast just drying faster, especially metallic one. So yeah, I recommend just to clean up it a bit more often and not just with water, but like have brush soap. That's something very helpful in this case. Good, so like just gently touching with the side of the brush, very gently, because it's liquid and can just spray it outside of the tree. We don't want this, because we want to have the good contrast. Dun, 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 dun. Good. So the question to the chat, I just paint yesterday. So what is like a base for you? Is it like looks like that's freehand painting lava crackle base? That's actually with the crackle pasta. This is just with the paints. So just let me know in the comments. Is it good or crackle pasta still like best option? It's interesting to know. Yeah, that's actually a good point to share. Maybe poll somewhere in an Instagram to get a feedback. Oh, freehand is better. Thanks. Thanks, man. Okay, you can just check, right? So like it's black and just so I don't have a lot of the paint. It's not like a fat color, just like one layer, absolutely perfect. Cover everything. So love this paint, love this. You need to be very gently to work with the like trims. Goes opposite way, like just to work with them like this. Really gold. It's good. But you need to apply probably a couple layers working with these miniatures, and it might take hours. Yeah, so let me just clean up. I also just finished it. This, guys, will be in tutorial soon. This spawn, house spawn. So yeah, this model just absolutely cool. You can combine them many variations. So yeah, this eyes like in the code. So yeah, should be soon. I need to finish the bases. Speed paint, I'm always nervous. I put too much on and did it leak into a panel. I want to keep one color, I ran it. Yeah, that is an issue, like, and if you just like have an issue with the control of it, because yeah, you like don't need to like have a lot, but again, if you are spreading here, you probably need to have a bit drop on your brush, probably to cover it, like there are different techniques. You can just paint in with a thin layer. But yeah, the main point regarding the speed paint and contrast, they are drying pretty fast, and you need to work with one surface you just choose for yourself and cover the whole. Like this one should be covered the whole. That's why I just choose it to use a contrast over the white, but through the airbrush, because it's very thin and very like gentle apply without any artifacts or some like borders after drying, and just this layer just starting overlaying each other. So yeah, I don't like this effect, especially when you're just painting some cape or I need to put up a bit, just a second, let's add water, work a bit with the brush. Okay, dry our brush and remove. Good. Yeah, done. I would prefer freehand as show more skill. Yeah, that's maybe that's interesting actually to paint like now the freehand. I will do the tutorial soon But yeah, the crackle bases were pretty interesting and nice approach. Actually working with the base, that's interesting part. Some time ago I just wanted to paint, and I have some miniatures like this salamander, and it was just like stay on the completely flat base without any texture. But yeah, then I decided that's probably base would be nice to have for each miniature. Yeah, I have as well like cool Eldari we will paint soon. There are already some squad already almost done. So as well some tutorials, and I just choosing what exactly Eldari army might be interesting. So not like the army or the color of the armor, so it should be like Drukari should be with a bit dark armor, and I just made different color scheme for green, red and blue. Yeah, and I will just share soon on the channel again. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. So yeah, regarding like speed paint and contrast, it requires some control, yeah, for sure. It is definitely speed up the process, especially when you're just painting some. I just painting. We played with my children, Hero Quest, and there, I don't know, over 100 miniatures. So speed paint helped me a lot just to complete the whole project. Pretty fast and cool, and that's interesting to play when you have already colored miniatures. I super like how it just cover the surface in one layer, thin, one layer, absolutely great. Let me just a bit zoom out. Okay. So if any questions, if any suggestions, maybe some content you interesting to see on the channel, because I'm doing like a couple projects, I'm doing a parallel, so like just the painting, some end-to-end tutorials, it's some quick tips, like more focusing on some specific recommendations maybe I found interesting for myself and just decided to share, and the bases I just as well like I have many like materials for base. I want to experiment a lot, so yeah, I will do. Just need to find all the time, but like minimum 7 video every week. You 100 guarantee you will get from my site. So join the channel. Okay, so my brush, it's not brush, it's like octopus. There are some parts here. Would be nice as well to paint another color. Maybe let's think. The mouse of the skulls might be as well with some like plasma as a weapon. And again, like this parts here. Good. So let's just quickly finish here where we don't need to keep a lot of details, so we can work still with this brush. That's completely lost its structure of the tip. Just split to like 5 brushes. Okay, so I will try to wash a bit deeper and just paint cleaner for airbrush. Might be, yeah, I think that brush might be more even interesting. Let me just find some quickly small cup. I just reorganized my space and now can find anything as usual. Okay, I want to have some small cap like this one. Small. Okay, let's use this cap. They're pretty nice. Where is my cat? Okay. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That is it. Forgefuend. Good. Alright. Airbrush cleaner. A bit. It's very expensive. But yeah, actually this bottle from Valleja I use probably already half a year. So just clean up with water and on the final stage. Okay, let's try maybe to wash my brush here. And now let's just try to remove through the... Okay. So, good. Let's continue our great stream. Leave your questions, comments, guys, in the chat. Let's discuss any topics, any ideas, where you just right now join to the live stream. Are you still working, or you already finished your work, or you just make a coffee and decided to watch my stream? Or like the last of... No, the last one, probably a month ago on a stream, this guy chatted, I joined just to make a decision. Just like I had a coffee in Alaska and yeah, watched your stream. So we had great conversation in the chat. Okay, gently, like just let's touch here. Okay. Yeah, we have some border we want to paint as well, but very gently, not to apply on the main like surface, and my brush completely don't keep this tip as I want. So just side of the brush, I try to... Okay, that looks good. Good. Okay, here, neck. We forget about that. Thanks for likes, guys. And don't forget to subscribe. Good. Still working on my like full-time, like full format video for YouTube. It's like a bit more complicated to find the time to manage like the scenario, prepare everything. So yeah, but I will do some full format video on YouTube, but realize it's something simpler for me because I have already the process good established. The Citadel some blue, or it's a color from another brand. That's color from another brand. Let me show you. I love it. This color, this magic blue. So the main actually approach, I just cover it with the white over the black primer, and then I use this contrast magic blue. It's actually pretty close, I assume, to the Talazar. A bit different, but yeah, as I like Talazar contrast, maybe close to it, but I like it more. Good. Okay, just clean up my brush. So we're almost done with this neck, and let's continue. Yeah, the metallic I just painted as well, pretty easy. So I just used Broadsword silver. It's pretty dark still, and yeah, but after that it's actually again contrast, liquid, very easy to apply over the surfaces, like, and good coverage and like very thin coat. And then I dry brushed with I use some silver, metal, like light silver. Just dry brush it to make this shining effect to the steel. So, oh, I just touched this part, but that's okay. We will fix such issue later. More complicated to fix issue with this color, because exactly this color contrast apply, it's transparent, it applies several layers and became a bit more darker. And when you just touch this part and decide to fix it later, you need to find the exactly color. So when you just paint it with regular paints, it's easier to repeat, to cover, to fix. But if you're just working with the wash, with contrast, it's complicated just to fix easily. So you need to perfectly find perfectly fit color to replace it. Good. All right, this is a back. Let's continue with that. I'm back. That's cool. Hey, man. Yeah, dark metal with the silver. Yeah, that's cool. Good. This weekend I just posted on Instagram the announce on the post. Will be shared like a pretty nice miniature from ACR Age of Sigmar character. So yeah, pretty nice in detail. The cape. So join the channel to not miss it. At other like tutorials. Let's enrich your YouTube feed. Okay, it's close to the metal, and it gently apply with the side of the brush. Okay, good. Here the same. Just gently apply with the side of the brush. Perfect. Okay, and just we touching very, very carefully. Okay, we just paint it a bit more than needed. Again, just clean up. Can I ask you if I buy a classic set of, say, like squads, will it rifle? If you buy like in online store, no. If you are about this. Cap is just awful dirty, so we need to remove this. Good. We took just a bit. Okay, we can correct it like this. Good. And okay, we have this part is very visible for any players, so we probably just gently do this as well. Nice. Looks super cool. Love these miniatures and diffraction. Okay. Right here we just missed something. Good. So This part as well I would suggest to paint gold. So let's do that very carefully because it's connected to the blue part. We are not going to touch. We need to paint probably only these hidden holes. Okay, nice. Yeah, probably. I have like a long list from all your requests, guys. Some of this like fractions, I just put some like squats, but yeah, I didn't paint. So you can leave in the comments. I'll just accumulate all your requests and try to follow it. I hope sometime later I will have some sponsor, maybe like some hobby shop that will share with me some miniatures. Yeah, but for now it's just mine by myself. Yeah, but yeah, you can just check on the channel. I think I try to cover different ranges of different armies, so on. So yeah, that might be interesting. Okay, we need gently cover this part. Yes, just keep our brush again like both sides. It's gold, so we minimize our risk to touch some blue part, but very carefully because it's liquid easily. Just you see how it applied over like any surface, even black. So yeah, it can create issue as well as the benefits. Okay. Okay, the like nice part. I think for some part of this metallic, I would add or maybe bronze, some color. Yeah, I think just a bit enrich. Somehow need to reflect it. Maybe more attractive. Because yeah, I think the very important part of like any miniature painting, just having the contrast. Just like take the whole our attention on it. And like in this case, there are no specific gradients, so on. Just the contrast of nice blue with the gold create absolutely great view. Of course, like a plane with like some gradient glazing, that's also cool. But again, when it just combined with the contrast, it's like double win. Contrast of colors. So guys, are you new with this hobby or you big fan many years already and have couple armies? Just let me know in the chat so to understand what topic can we discuss with you together. Maybe like share some tips, or maybe you can share some tips and interesting themes. Okay, just gently touching here as well. Good. Okay, need to take it another way, like this. Yeah, that's. Yeah, I didn't paint the base, so yeah, I need to keep it like this. Plus, I want to paint here as well. That's my fetish. Absolutely love it. I've been playing since addition, so further in you better than older in life. That's cool, that's cool. I love this hobby. I love this hobby, all factors actually, and I think that's so cool. Because like choosing the right fraction, that's like one journey. You read a lot of lore, specifications, then you decide to what exactly setup do you need. And if you have ultramarines or other space marines, there are many options for customization, your team, right, to balance it. Then you need to assemble, and you can customize on this level a lot. Then you paint in it, you play in, you have a great community, wonderful people. So I think this hobby just completely win on all stages. I don't really like assembling, maybe like when it just combined somehow with the sculpting. I just did like, it was interesting. I'll post it soon. I kept it in the Terminator armor. I just modified it into space wolves from the some leftover parts from other sets. Hey guys, thanks for joining, thanks for your likes, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I think it's a good point. You can just quickly check content I do. That's only free tutorials. 7+ every week. Good. So let's continue. We need to paint here. So just gently, this is ice. Here we this as well, just like a gently touch to complete this part. I think it's visible. It's good to finish in detail. Okay, and let's just do here as well. Good, good. Okay, so if anybody interested in what is like cool gold that's apply a very like scene and cover any surface that's glitter and loose, you need to be careful because it's very liquid, because it's contrast. But yeah, I think it's absolutely perfect. From the like coverage perspective, it's like a scene, so nice, very bright, saturated, like it. Hope you too. Give Start with Necron main army as a Black Templar. I'm working on the army now and want to start on Thousand Sun as Mage Show's army. Cool. That's cool. Yeah, I just like with the Tau. I had like I play just from time to time when I'm boring just this Warhammer Tacticus, the mobile game. And yeah, there was some battle with a Tau. They completely shot at me. I even didn't reach them. Attack. Or even like range attack. That's cool, man. Cool. Oops. So we just gently checking some parts we just need finish for the consistency. I like consistency. Okay, good. And here on the, and we need to finish as well. Let me just try to reach somehow this part. Do you paint, guys, like just splitting your miniature and then gluing it together, all the parts, or you painting as well, like mostly completely assembled miniature? What is your main army if you play? Of course, that's Grey Knights, and my son army is Necrons. The first army was his army was orcs, but yeah, he decided, and we just sold his orcs. It wasn't a big squad. He completely just collected on this army. Yeah, and I love Grey Knights and Death Watch, but I hope that soon Game Workshop, besides Ultramarines, will release some new Grey Knights miniatures. They're so cool, interesting lore. Yeah, I think it's not enough. I don't want to spend a lot of time on customization some vehicles, so it would be nice if they can just release with a new edition maybe. I don't know what are their plans, to be honest. Did they announce something or not? I started as well with the Black Templars, but decided then just to sold them. Also interesting and cool color scheme, I like it. Yeah, I like big nice. Yeah, I agree. Nice player in the surf. Yeah, that's true, that's true. I hope they will release something new models, because last models for Ultramarines, for Imperial Suns, for Space Wolves, a lot of upgrades. They're so cool, new miniatures. Yeah, I have like old Space Wolves and new, that's a big difference. That's like very nice, and I probably want maybe to find some old model from 90s, but it's very rare, and just paint it just for fun. But yeah, new models absolutely top, and the plastic and working, yeah, I love. Also, like the other brands, interesting probably from the miniature perspective. Titan Force, they're a long time on the market. I like the miniatures those guys are just sculpting. Want to paint a couple of them soon. Points of Green Knight, but refresh. Yeah. You see, I already don't have like looks like the contrast, but it's still on the brush, and applies absolutely perfect. Just one layer without any like couple layers. You need to paint, so amazing color, amazing paint. Good. So my brush just spread it over like all directions. I need to clean up a bit because working with the details, it's awful. I can do with the side of the brush, that's possible. That's possible. But yeah, let's a bit clean up. You see my water? Awful. For this purpose, I always use clean water. I have a bottle, and I like this red grass palette, and actually they have add-ons that may be for contrast, for something, but I always use for water, for clean water, just to mix paint properly. So yeah, good, just made it. Yeah. Heard Gaming. I think you joined it last Saturday, yes, when I just assembled this miniature. Was it you? It's from the avatar. Yeah, it was you. Cool. I'm in. Alright, so yeah, tons of streams on this miniature, and let's just finish this part. Oh, I just touched the blue part. That's forbidden. We need to remove this. Remove. While just wet. Then just dry brush. Okay. And dry it again. just remove the rest. Good. Okay, we fixed. Right. I don't know already where. That's cool. That's cool, man. So, let's just gently touch here. Okay. And as well. Cool. Alright. The top. It's very liquid, it just spreads so well. You need to control it, but yeah, when just painting with a regular gold metallic paint, you need to keep it like seen, and it's sometimes not. I'm actually interested in this true metallic paint from Vallejo, the new one they released. It looks cool. I just ordered it, but there was some issue with delivery. Yeah, I see that they have finished it in each store. Good. That's Warhammer. Thanks, man. Thanks. Join to the channel, like I'm just sharing up to 7 new tutorials every week in Reels. So yeah, they won't take a lot of time. And just like within the 1 minute, I can share some new experience. Good. So the back. We need to finish with the back. Okay. Let's do that. Let's start from the fat part that actually we can just reach. Okay, like that from this layer. Absolutely love how it looks like. This gold with this blue, it's something unbelievable cool. There's such satisfaction. Amazing, amazing. Okay. Good to go. Wanted to check in and see my favorite streamer. Thanks, man. Have a nice day. See you. Okay, good. We just touch it a bit. The wrong part. We need some clean water, and we need to quickly just wash it once. Wash it again with a brush. Good. Just completely dry our brush and just remove the rest. Okay, good. Up a bit. Good. So let's continue. Let me just try to keep some for off my brush tip. Good. The blue finish, which are another step It finished blue. Yeah, I don't plan to add any like highlights or something, because I think this contrast with gold already looks cool. Oh. Try to wash my brush with a brush cleaner. It actually remove paints pretty well. Good. Okay, let's back to this small part. We need to just gently touch. Okay. Good. Then there is visible part. We need to continue the gold trim. Right. Thank you guys that you are still with me. Hope you don't forget to subscribe the channel. A lot of tutorials will be. You can just check how many I have already published. There are over 200, all free. And I plan to have this year almost 300, even more tutorials. Good. So let's just from this side touch with this side of the brush. Carefully paint the trims. Right. Let's leave the blow up with the same freehand symbol, maybe. Oh, yeah, that might be interesting. That might be interesting. Maybe. Cool, thank you for your likes, guys. Really appreciate. I really like to do my live streams. And yeah, I actually do those live streams only on YouTube. I try to do it early in TikTok and Instagram as well. But yeah, the best audience, that's YouTube channel. Always cool live stream, a lot of conversation, a lot of cool, interesting people. I'll prepare as well to paint some maybe Drukhari's quote in one of the stream later. So join to the channel. I don't know, should I announce? I just did this stream spontaneously suddenly. So that's nice. Thank you. I really appreciate the comment and hope you joined my channel. Click and check. What exactly content do I do? Okay. Good. That looks super nice. Okay, let's paint this part. And I think my paint just finished, so I need to add a bit more to the brush. We have weapon as well. Weapon. Do you actually use magnet for your miniatures? Share your thoughts, your vision. Because I like to customize with the magnets. You probably saw my tank, especially the Necrons monolith I did. Oh, this customization was just like integrated part of the wall. That was amazing. I just like thought along how can I just replace the weapon. But yeah, for some cases, like for the tank gladiator, probably it was last I just did. And yeah, with a small weapon that's like that take a lot of time, you can integrate properly big magnets. So here I just integrated big 6mm magnets, and they're very strong and keep weapon absolutely cool. Yeah, cause like my dreadnought. Yeah, I have smaller magnets, and yeah, they keep, but not like as 9mm. So 9mm just keep absolutely. Oh, leg. Let's continue with it. Gently touch with the side of the brush. That's good. This line is. Yeah, I like the streams because yeah, they are just another level and comparing with the like main surface. Gently. All right, and we need to do like this and paint this part. So, very carefully. Nice. Good. Okay. And do we have else? We still have not painted parts. Fix it. Okay, how can we reach this part very gently, just touching by side of our brush? Good. This part shouldn't be visible, but let's follow our perfection way and do this. Right. Nice. Like the nature. Okay, here we can get the following way. Just very gently we see everything, how our brush just touched. Good. Let's continue here. Nice. What's your water thinner to paint ratio? If you're just asking about the gold, then I just use contrast in this case, glitter and loot, my favorite one. But I just did a video previous week, I assume. You can just check. Not so. So like I just shared my scheme. For the base coat, I add at least like 1 drop of water to like 3 parts of paint. That's like for some dark color that actually I'm just painting base one and then starting highlighting. And later, like for layering, it's 1 to 1, or like even for glazing, it could be a couple drop of, or 2, 3 drop of water to 1 drop of paint. So yeah, but I definitely always recommend to seam the paint and don't use like the paint directly like the Citadel jar. Just not recommend actually, but they just in their tutorials they like share. You just can take your brush, can take the jar and just paint, and the result that they show, it's absolutely opposite to their results on like the instruction of the game, where they have all of the miniature good painted. So yeah, I think always dilute your paint to have good thin coat. And actually that's absolutely easier than to fix in some cases. Like I just repainted some surfaces many times and it didn't lose any details. You even don't need to clean up the part, so you just easily cover with another like color, because you have very thin layer, and yeah, it avoid you to have any artifacts with some cracking, or like how it's say in English, the artifact from the paint when you use it directly from the bottle. Some paints again like Vallejo a bit more liquid, Pro Acrylic a bit more liquid, Green Stuff World. So just in comparing, for example, with Citadel and Army Painter, so maybe like the ratio might be changed a bit, but anyway, like all acryl, more better to dilute. But yeah, you need to check first of all, cause like uh, Green Stuff World I just used a couple days ago, painted my cow's spawn, 2 guys, and I just use directly from the bottle to airbrush, so it's like plus minus scene cool, and you don't need like even to scene to mix. That actually might be workaround for people who don't like to scene the paint and just add directly to airbrush. So Green Stuff World regular paint are perfectly for that. They are very liquid. Good. All right. Open your like and subscription, guys. That motivate me to make even more video. I have so many projects, interesting ideas to paint. I'm going to try participate some competitions this year. So yeah, all of that and tons of new tutorials fully free will be on the channel. So don't avoid to enrich your real feed with interesting regular content. Right. As well. Just with a simple touch side of the brush. Hi guys, thanks for joining. Cool, shine absolutely great. Okay, on the side. So the idea, while I have already been dried contrast here, I just can gently touch like this. Let's simply just paint. Cool, right? So let's try to somehow organize our tip of the brush. Slightly dirty, and the paint have already dried on the brush and ruined the tip. Form. Good. Where you from you joined, guys, to the stream? Let me know in the chat. Let's continue with small conversation. There's some place it's still visible, and we need to paint them as well. Good. So what did we miss here? this part. And just carefully paint it. Okay. No, the brush doesn't want to keep the form good. I use synthetic brushes for contrast. Synthetics nowadays really cool. This one from DaVinci, like new brushes, new synthetic, very nice, able. So yeah, can recommend paint with them. I wanted to try Army Painter, probably new brushes, new synthetic as well. Good. Right guys, I think we are done. Yeah. So I see this like a bit transparent, so that's on the top place, and I want to gently refresh it. Right. Good. Then I think that's all for today, guys. Thanks for joining to the channel, and don't forget to subscribe, and see you soon. Ciao, ciao.